Hello, welcome back to episode 5 of Beastars, the episode of Two Sides to the Story. Well, before that happens, we meet another character, Jack, who's always been Legosi friend that was established. Jack was the little dog. I don't know what kind of breed of dog he is, but he's some dog character. So they've been friends for like all their life, and he's kind of looking out and bringing sneaking food over to Legosi and trying to ask him what's going on and how this story in the paper happens. Um, the day before, Louise was kind of grilling Bill and Louise about everything and how they messed up the whole play and he tarnished the name. And as soon as he's about to go ahead and do that and stick to his guns, they get ambushed by some of the PR team and some other girls who are really enjoying it and they really loved what happened. So he took that as an opportunity to get more credit and he gave them credit too. So that's one good thing that we saw with Louise. He can share spotlight. Like he
Yeah,
already knows that he can be president, but he can still share with people.
because he already know he the best, so he don't have to feel
Right.
threatened.
Yeah, a whole month goes by, and so we know school's about to let out, or or they want to go to summer school or something.
Summer break.
So they got to do the fall festival. So we do see the dinosaurs exist in this world at some point. So because they all said that everybody who's alive, who's an animal, came from dinosaurs. Yeah, so we already know that they are going to go to the festival, the media festival. Some people go there for the dinosaur, but what really people go there for, especially young people, want to go there to hook up with someone and light a candle underneath the asteroid, which means you will fall in love with someone. So that's what they talked about.
Sounds like a good reason not to light a candle, but what do I know? Like I'm far away from that.
And so in doing so, we find out, so Legosi and the art team got to think of a new idea to get everything solved. It's good to see that the dynamics that some people, especially at the beginning of the show, people they don't like Legosi. Is not really like he may be the main character to us, but he's really not the main. He's not a known person all over the school. People were still surprised. They're like, "Oh, who's that weird wolf? That creepy dude?" Even his own art team, they're like, "Hey, well, I can't wait to do this art even though we got a crazy motherfucker, crazy guy over here that
Yeah.
loses temper, Haru reading the newspaper and seeing Legosi in it, and she sees somebody else in her bed, which is Louise.
Oh
Oh,
my
not Louise.
gosh. No, you
Yeah,
can't just
Louise. Yeah.
glaze past this, okay? I was like the whole time, love triangle, come on, but it's a love triangle in the other direction. And not just they're not just all in a loving embrace. He says I love you. Now, I don't know if he meant that because, she's got a reputation. He doesn't seem like the sort of person to look past that sort of thing. But Goshi
Right.
definitely is. He don't care. He take what he can get. But Ruiz seems like somebody who wants the cream of the crop, you know, wants somebody to look good on his arm. But he's into her. I don't know what point they got together. I don't know if they got together after or they've been together all this time. But it's definitely not exclusive. So there's also that.
Well, the funny thing is too. I don't know the "I love you" part. I think that may have been American, like some American added that on. Because I think did they say that in Japanese?
I don't remember what the words on the screen said at that time.
Okay, well I'm looking at that. I think he kind of. I feel that when I watch it, he kind of treats it as a, you know what this is about kind of thing. Like, look,
Maybe he
you
was
know,
just saying something sweet. She seems like she would know what it is either
he
way.
says "come here" in the Japanese one.
Just come here.
Yeah, I think because he kind of shuts her up. Like she's the one doing all the talking, and he doesn't really like to do all that talking. You know, like the way I see it, and the way he reacted to a type of guy he is. He's like, look, I just need to have sex. All right, I'm just having sex with you. He really didn't say too much to her. She kind of asked
that's
him questions. Hi, how you feeling? And then he told her like, you need to mind your own business.
that's a whole
Okay.
lot that you're putting into that scene, which is
I,
maybe
don't- I,
10 seconds long. That you're
no, I don't think
extrapolating.
so.
It's a
I
really
don't.
brief scene.
As a guy who doesn't like to be the. Oh. I said, as a guy who doesn't like to be the asshole guy or the dick, I do notice other asshole guy qualities that I wish I can kind of do sometimes, but I don't have the go there too. Louis, he definitely does a thing like an asshole dude would do, kind of like,
Um,
because she already want to have sex with him. He's the guy that he doesn't need to beg. He ain't begging for shit. She the
I'm
one who
not.
trying to talk to him, trying to get him to talk to her and tell stuff, and all he's like, "Your beautiful lies, just mind your own business, okay, girl? Come here."
I'm not saying that dynamic isn't there. That's entirely possible. I'm just saying that what we were shown is so brief that I don't know if I can really confidently say I agree with it. I can believe
I,
that that's the sort of person he would be.
she's in the hallway, walking home, getting some flowers, and the bunnies, the
The mean
harlot
girl.
bunnies, and the mean girls are there, and they tripped her, and they kind of bully her again, and it's weird because the Japanese part kind of sucks about that her ex, like she's not over the fact that she's not with that guy, or she implied that they are with him. It's kind of weird because
She's
we don't know the dynamic of what's going on with
no,
those
she's
people.
the Harlequin girl grabs her by her ears the way that you might, grab a girl by her, snatch her by her hair, and she's like, "Have you talked to that guy, the guy she was with, the male bunny that she was with?" And
Yeah.
Haru, the female, the white bunny, she's like laughs. She's like, "Oh, so you weren't able to work it out with him. You guys didn't end up getting back together." So that's, I think, what we're meant to get from that. Harlequin Bunny is very aware of her position and her status as being rare, and as having to preserve her kind, she has to mate with another Harlequin Bunny. So, her choices of partners are limited, and so she's going to put up with what she has to put up with from that guy,
Mm.
but if the white bunny is in here interfering, that's going to mess up her plans. And she pretty much says that more or less in this very unself-aware monologue that she gives.
Mm.
But I understand if she's the last of, or if she's rare and she's worried about her species going extinct. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. You know what? I think you're right on that point. I'm glad you get the. Isn't it good to have a female rabbit perspective about this because you definitely hit the needle on the head. You know.
And what happens next?
Yeah. So it looked like she was about to get her ass whooped really by her, and Legosi kind of comes up behind, um, scare the girls off because they don't know what's gonna happen.
Oh
I mean,
yeah,
they kind of
but
leave her.
Haru's
Mhm.
talking all types of big shit. See, Haru was all talking, no action. I kept thinking, I was like, just pop this girl one time, but she'll never mess with you again. She's just talking smack because she knows she's small, and she's just talking. And they back down, and Haru thinks that she really told him off, but they just backed down because Legoshi was over there looming all
If Legosi
creepily.
wasn't there, she would have got her ass whooped for sure. So he comes up, he finds her. They decide to go out to lunch together. Um, because he doesn't even know her name. So they're sitting there eating lunch with each other, trying to get to know each other, kind of, how friends would do, or people trying to get to know somebody you got a crush on. So he making strides. Our boy Legosi is making strides of trying to be a normal guy, but he can't help it.
Is he making strides? I think she's talking, and she's flirting with him. At least, to me, it seemed like she was flirting with him.
You think he's flirting?
For sure, I think she was flirting. She like cocks her head, she bats her eyes, she's doing all the flirty body language. And he is so in his head, he's not even listening to what she's saying half the time because he's so nervous. And I don't know how to talk to girls, and I can't even ask. How do I ask someone their name as if that's an inappropriate question? And she basically says something along the lines of, I was really had my heart set on having sex with a wolf, and he sort of said no. But again, she's not. It doesn't seem like she was hurt or offended that he said no. She seems to kind of. She's like she just respects that he didn't want to do it, and it doesn't take anything away from her. She's content. So that's cool. That's a rare. I think a lot of people, if they get rejected, they get hurt. She doesn't. She's not sweating.
When they're sitting at the table and stuff, they kind of they're both of their instincts are kind of kicking in. Like, well, no, well, his instinct more kicking in about trying to talk to her in a sexual manner, and her instincts is kicking in. She already knows it's kind of weird sitting here eating with him because he's a wolf. He's a natural predator to her, and like, he said like every time she see him eating, it just makes her want to run, and that's what her instinct. Like everything of her body is telling her to run from him right now.
Mhm. Yeah. She definitely seems to be interested in the idea of being friends with this with a wolf, and she does seem to want to get to know him better. I don't know how they're going to pull it off because he really can barely say two words to her. He's so nervous that he's ineffectual, and her patience is admirable, really, because I would have been over it a long time ago. Just talking to someone who's
Uh,
just sort of staring at you with glazed eyes.
it's hard, man. It's hard for these. It's hard when you're not the suavest kind of guy
I have to be
out
suave.
there.
Just hello, my name is so and so. What is yours? That's all he had to say. He couldn't even do that.
Okay, our boy definitely got some issues. He probably got some. I don't know what part of the spectrum he's on. He's somewhere.
I don't think he's on the spectrum. I mean, I think he's just shy and nervous around girls he likes. That's so normal. Saying not that people on the spectrum aren't normal, of course. That'd be great. I don't know, please don't come for me. I have plenty of friends on the spectrum.
Hashtag. But okay, so after that, after they kind of had the awkward little friendship date, after everybody looking, wonder, weird, and everything, they walk home and he helps her tie her shoe, and she thanks him and tell him her name. And she's actually doing a lot of this talking to these to the type of guys out there, kind of like Louise. She's doing all the questioning, all the talking, and he's just kind of in the background. Um, like she had to talk to him, get him to tell her his name, get him to talk. So
I mean, I still think that Reese is gay or bisexual. So maybe he's just in the closet and he's sleeping with her so people don't realize that he's attracted to
okay,
men.
okay, you getting that out of a 10-second clip? Now come on, you calling me? You gotta call me out. And come on, your ass ain't wow.
I'm
Okay.
joking. I'm joking. I mean, I'm.
I mean,
I
your gay
still.
theory is out there. Like, I'm pretty sure we go to Rule 34 right now. There's probably some deer on wolf antler sex.
I just
So.
cannot believe that that's not intentional. Like, especially because of the last episode. I'll say this: this episode's kind of boring. Not a lot happens. I think the show is kind of slowing down pace wise. Not much is
Oh.
happening. It's not as compelling as it was the first few episodes. I can this kind of if I wasn't listening to the podcast, I don't know if I would finish it. Like I kind of would probably have just like kind of not for
No.
me. But I'm interested to see where they're going because Jonathan keeps telling me there's a lot of twists and turns. So that was episode 5. Thank you, everybody. We'll be back next time.
We'll be back next time. Just be sure to look at our playlist so you can listen to it all in the playlist. Share with your friends, comment, subscribe, like, follow me on Chicagojon at Instagram. If you need to talk to Moxie, just message me and I'll make sure she sees it. Tell us who's right. Tell us, do you guys feel like, you know, what we kind of debated about? Is she mad? Is she not mad? Is who's right? Who's wrong? There's nobody wrong, nobody right. It's just a perception. I think this whole show's just been about your own perception about what you bring in, what you bring to the table. Because you can't really, they're animals. Anthropomorphic animals, so you can't really put your own. You can't really put yourself, see yourself in it. So there you go. So anyway, like, comment, subscribe. See you later. Bye,
Bye.
guys.